Rockin' Stone!
Coming to you live from Hoxie's 4. This is Optimal Play. I had to think about it. Was that the right number?
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
Keep going.
You got it.
I'm Brandon.
I'm Kyle.
I'm Christian.
And we are well into these beers, getting into the spirit of Deep Rock Galactic, the board game, a cooperative game based on the video about video game, important part.
Sure.
Based on the video game about dwarves drinking and mining and fighting bugs.
Sure.
Let's do those things.
I love those things.
How are you gents doing? I'll take a sip of beer.
I have not played the video. I played the video game once-ish, and I feel like I got it. I feel like I see those bugs, and I'm like, yeah, I want to murder them. I see those gems and crystals, and I'm like, give them to me.
That's
the game.
Sounds like
That's the whole game.
That's
Yeah,
the video
done.
game, and it's the board game.
I
Are you
understand.
sure you've only put it once?
And we actually, so I just taught you gentlemen how to play in a video that should be, if you're watching this uploaded to the channel, should be already published. We noticed that there wasn't a like direct how to play video on YouTube, so we made one. It's just me talking at you two, but
That's
so-
what all videos are, Brandon.
So if you're here hoping to learn how to play Deep Rock Galactic, I recommend our video called How to Play Deep Rock Galactic, or you can watch us play and try to intuit. I'll leave it up to you.
Yeah.
You just let it wash over you. You don't need to know the rules.
Just enjoy.
So I have already played Mission 1 solo. Didn't need you jerks to get through that one.
Did you have the robot?
No, I played it with two dwarves. Because I was also trying to learn, and I wanted to kind of follow the multiplayer rules. You can play true solo where you have Bosco, the flying droid.
That's cute.
And so that was Mission 1 was considered challenge level Greenbeard, which I guess tells you why I want it. Yeah. But Mission 2 is challenge level Novice.
That's us.
Yeah. And while I played
least-
that one, I don't know why I'm talking so much about that because it was not on camera. You can't watch it, but
And you won't.
yeah,
None of you will ever see it.
for that one, I played the lowest difficulty, hazard level 1. We're playing hazard level 2.
Oh, yeah.
Out of a possible 5, so we're getting.
Let's just crank
It's
it up.
like novice
daring
plus,
here.
I'd say.
Yeah, I'd say, baby?
Exactly.
So what that means is that the track started 1 higher. The bugs will swarm sooner.
Yeah. Ish.
Oh,
yeah.
We'll find out.
Yep. So there is a intro to the mission. Christian, will you read it to us?
Do I gotta do the voice?
Another.
Another promising cave system shows multiple Morkite deposits, as well as very interesting alien fossils. We don't know the layout of the entire system, as scanners have failed to penetrate some of the cave walls. Get your butts down. I think I'd say asses. Get your asses down there and gather the Morkite and alien fossils. If you have time to spare to explore the hidden caves, you might find some weapon upgrades in there that were left behind by less fortunate dwarves. Our competitors sometimes want to beat us to the punch, but what they lack in patience, they make up for in sloppiness. Caution! The wildlife in this sector is showing a lot of activity. Looks like it might be mating season.
Ooh.
So our objective...
And I didn't want to interrupt, and your voice
Yeah.
was very good, but the voice in the video game is actually like corporate dweeb who has no idea what they're going through.
We're the
bad.
rough ones. They're just telling us what
No,
to
that was
do.
me reading his email.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
I was a dwarf reading the
I think I sent the email
Yeah.
just before the game, actually.
And our objective is to collect 6 Morkite, the green
Those
gems,
are the teal colored gems
and
here.
4 alien fossils, which are on some of those question marks. We don't know which ones.
Right.
And the mission-specific event is active glyphids. Place a grunt at the tunnel exit of your choice, and then activate all creatures. So basically, there's just more bugs. More bugs.
Yeah.
That's it.
Bugs on bugs.
Yeah. And I think we're ready to
So
go.
that's every event we get to place a
Anytime
new
there's a mission event card, which
gotcha.
will come out at some point.
Yes.
And I
So
believe
that's from that deck.
that is from the event deck.
we did this out of order. We established that our first player is going to be Brandon.
Yeah, in the middle of the learn to play.
Sure, I'm sure that wasn't off-putting.
Yeah, the rules do say the player who can most convincingly shout Rockin' Stone goes first.
So if you want to know why Brandon's going first, watch the Learn
Watch
to Play
the Learn to
video.
Play video. That's where the content
Generally,
is.
when games have silly learn to play, or not learn to play, first player rules like that, I like to follow it one time and then randomize
Never
it in future
again.
games.
Yes.
But so this is the one time.
It depends. I'll just say, as an aside, for me personally, the ones that are like that, I don't like. The ones
Yeah.
that are like whoever has most recently gone to an ATM, which I can't even remember.
Oh, the
which-
ones that are going to be different every time you play.
Yeah,
anyway.
those ones I think are like kind of fun because it actually is a little bit of a randomizer.
Is that an actual? Is that a specific game? What
That
game?
is a specific game, and I cannot remember which one it is.
It'll be like QE or something like that.
Yeah, I can't remember. But I like that one because it's like actually usable. Whereas there's one that I know that's like who has the pointiest ears. I think that's Small World, right?
That is Small World. I recognize that one.
Yeah, I hate that one. It's always going to be the same person. Stop it. But the ones that are like event-based, I find charming.
Are you familiar with Paula Deming? She now does some videos with Watch It Played, but also, and I think she still does this, but she kind of started doing like board game themed sketch comedy.
Sure.
On her channel, she had a sketch that was about. The character she was playing, like before game night, was like going through all the rule books and finding all the things she had to do to maximize probability of the first player on whatever they played.
So
doing all that.
All of them.
Yeah, like the pandemic is like whoever was most recently sick. So
Yes.
she like ate something that made her sick. Like all that stuff.
Are you familiar with the game First Player?
No.
You should obtain it.
Is that the whole game?
It's a very small box, basically a deck of cards, and it has about 50 or so cards. That is one of those random type questions, like the person who's wearing the most buttons is the first player.
Yeah.
And that's the whole game.
That's
It's
the whole
a good
game.
one.
It's like a solid minute game, really high and tight.
Really
Yeah.
tight. 1 minute.
But you can play it 50 times in a sitting.
Oh, easily.
Easily. Sure. A lot of replay value.
I don't know why you would. But...
Lots of replay value.
Okay, Brandon.
Okay, the last thing before I take my turn. I haven't been a good YouTuber and suggested that you, the darling viewers, like this video.
You're only darlings if you like the video.
Correct.
If you don't
Yes.
like it, you're not a darling.
Fuck off. Yeah. No, that helps convince YouTube that we're likable, and then it will show us to more people, and then they will also click the like button, and soon every person on the planet will have liked this video.
And look how darling we are.
And it all starts with you. Anyway, I'm playing as the Driller. I'm a cool dwarf man who has a flamethrower and can tunnel through walls by just walking my face into them. I guess that's with my drills.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you walk your fist
I was
into
gonna say.
Yeah.
I don't
The
remember
drill
that.
is not on your beard.
That is true. So let's see.
Oh wow, we all
So
have
we're
beards.
looking-
This
yeah,
is very
we do.
appropriate
Oh, we
for
do
this
all have
game.
beards.
Lush,
Yeah.
lush. So we're looking at just before we start nonsensing. We need to find some of the question marks.
Before we start nonsense.
We want to find the question marks that have alien fossils.
Yes.
And we want green gems, teal
Yes.
gems, and that's all.
How
we
many
need.
of them?
we need...
4 and 4.
Oh, is it 4? I thought it was 6.
6 green gems, 4 fossils.
Yes, which is, I believe, all of them.
Yes.
That looks like it.
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't think that there's any way to... Really, like there's these unknown rooms that we'll have to tunnel into and expose, and I don't think we can avoid it, because they both have Morkite connected
Yes.
to them.
So we must.
Yeah,
But that's
so-
fine, because that's cool. I like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
So do that. That's your job.
I'm going to take 3 actions,
Ooh.
and they are going to be as follows.
Can't wait.
What are they going to be? There is a bug there, but I feel like someone...
Don't worry about it. That's not your job.
I'm not going to waste. I'm not going to waste my flamethrower ammo on a single thing.
Yeah.
So I'm going to move, and you actually flip over these objective tiles as soon as you move adjacent to them. So I'll take 2 spaces of movement and see what this is. Ooh, it is a barley bulb. These let you draw a rock and stone card.
Sure.
Which are the video game barks that do cool stuff.
Yeah.
You start with 1, but you can have more than 1, I
Okay,
believe.
cute.
So I think I'll just keep moving and take my 3rd space of movement.
That's your
We'll
first
just,
action.
remove that from the board, and I'll draw another rock and stone card. This looks fine.
Love
Can't
it.
wait to hear it.
Yeah. It's going to be a nice surprise.
Yeah, man, I wish now that I was next to both of those stalagmites so I could try to pickaxe them both with 1 action. But I think I'll try to start getting us some minerals by pickaxing as my 2nd action, pickaxing this stalagmite here. So I will roll this die. Oh, I have
Ooh.
2 pickaxes.
Oh, that's
so
actually kind of useful.
I can.
That's good for you.
It is useful here. So I can assign these to interact with the adjacent hexes that have things to pickaxe. So I'll start by pickaxing the stalagmite. So it's removed, and I'm going to roll this mineral die and see what I get. I rolled a gold, which is great because I have the rock and stone card, Fortune and Glory.
Nice.
That says double the result of the loot die. So we get 2 gold.
Thank you.
I'll just go into our communal
Our gold
inventory there.
Pocket.
And I don't really want to make room on this table for all these discard piles, so we'll
absolutely
just
not.
bottom that card.
And so that's 2 actions.
That is.
But you still have another pickaxe.
I have another pickaxe on the die, and so I'll use it here on the wall,
which is
and
actually
just,
a very good use case.
start tunneling towards that room.
Yeah.
And I have 1 action left. Do I?
Drill in. That's what you're for.
But there's gonna be bugs in there.
That's fine. Just take
I'm
them.
glad you're fine with it.
Yeah.
Wreck 'em. Ralph?
It's only a big... We can move through each other, right? We just can't stop on each other?
Yes.
And we can't shoot through each other either.
Right, so it's only a big deal if they activate immediately. Otherwise, it's useful for me to be able to come in and HE explode.
I will, and I didn't cover this type of detail in the Learn to Play, but I did learn this from playing two-handed solo before, that everyone scattering is a bad idea.
Right.
And the reason for that
Like
is
in
that
the video game.
there's events that do a bad thing to the person who drew them, but other dwarves in firing range can like shoot the thing that's like,
So we want to cluster together.
they're not even necessarily represented by like figures, but it's like
Just an event.
a flying bug grabs you and carries you away, unless someone in line of sight can shoot it first.
That makes
and
sense.
so and it can't be you; it has to be someone else.
That's the thing from the video game.
It is, yeah, the Mactera grabber, and they're the worst.
They
And
suck.
also they have this shriek that I hate.
Oh, yeah.
So if you were to advance through with your drill, you would still be in line of sight of our scout.
That's
And
true.
I do think it's
Yeah,
useful
he's
for
got a
us to
sniper.
get in there.
Okay then.
I almost just dropped
I'm
that
sold.
onto the table.
I'm gonna do it.
Good moves.
And I think I will go. I think I'll go to this one, which then we can kind of just join these all
Yep.
here.
Yep.
So I'll just, since I need to move, I'll use my driller ability to move and end my move here, getting a free successful tunnel there, and then we're gonna flip that whole thing over.
Oh,
Okay, so the
Two upgrades,
So
no
the
bugs.
pickup here goes on the flare icon, and since it's next to me, we'll just reveal it. It's red sugar. This is something that to pick up, you have to stand next to and pickaxe it, but it heals you.
and we also got two random upgrades.
Oh, there's two of them on there.
But the
Wow.
downside is we've revealed the third entrance, so more bugs can come in.
Yes.
That's why there's no bugs.
So for now, I'm
This
gonna put
one
those face down. I'm gonna check the rulebook while like Kyle takes his turn, whether these should be flipped up at this time.
Got it.
But I've placed two random of these weapon upgrade tokens
And as
there.
we've decided that this rubble thing is for more
yes,
stalagmites,
a
so.
stalagmite
And
goes
a pit.
there.
And that's it.
There's
Those-
a pit printed on the board. I don't think we
Yeah, we
put
don't
a
need to
token,
do that,
right?
right?
Yeah.
I just
now-
was making sure.
Just making sure.
Yeah.
And now an event. You've taken
And
three
now
actions.
an event. I have taken 3 actions. The event is they're closing in.
No.
Increased thwarm sweat.
Increase the thwarm
I'm gonna increase the thwarm sweat. Increase the swarm threat by 1.
Thwarms.
And then if this didn't trigger a swarm, we activate all creatures.
Great.
Sure do.
So
They
we
skitter.
just have these 2 grunts.
The
This one
movement
would
is
try
3.
to move towards us and basically can't get across the pit. This one will move 3 towards the nearest dwarf, which is actually Kyle.
Yep.
But they move or attack, not both. So
That's fine. It's Kyle's turn. Murder it.
it is Kyle's turn, and while
Well,
you take
murder.
your turn, I will look up that. Except, I was just trying to look up the stalagmite question about like, is that what that the rubble on the hex represents? And I couldn't even find a section about flipping these tiles. Like, where did I learn that?
I don't know, man. It's your game.
The
I'm still up for the ride.
rulebook is fine, and it's ultimately not a very complicated game.
No.
But it's not
But doesn't
super
that make you,
well organized.
the viewer, appreciate that Brandon made a how to play video?
Yeah.
Thanks, Brandon.
You're
doing your
welcome.
part. It's your turn, Kyle.
Yep. All right. I'm going to take a move action, as one does.
So you're not gonna shoot that guy. You're just gonna let him.
Hold on. I have multiple things I can do in my turn. 1, 2, 3, and I'm light-footed.
Yes.
So one
Oh.
free ranged attack or throw after movement.
Oh.
Wow, look at you.
Look at me
give this,
thinking.
Give this gentleman a blue dice.
Can I have a blue die, please?
Absolutely.
I'm going to take a regular shot for a free action here. And would you look at that?
It's a damage.
Splat. So
Sploot.
the grunt has but a single damage.
That's
so
right.
He's gone.
I got him. Oh, wow.
Yeah, you
This
almost
is a good
always-
die.
Yeah,
Yeah,
blue
it
die
is.
It's a good die.
Yeah, you only roll 1 of them with your basic attack. Also, you did spend an ammo, so I'm gonna take that from you.
no.
Yep.
All right. I have 2 more actions,
Yes.
one would say. I'm going to take a pickaxe action to try to see what's in the stalagmite.
I did find it. It's under the section called Flare Symbols and Pickup Tokens. I guess there is not a section about flipping them
Sure,
over.
sure.
But you do put the weapon upgrades face down on them, so...
So you rolled a single pickaxe. That means you get that loot roll on the gold die. Let's see what you find.
Let's see what I find. I find a gold.
A gold.
That seems
Wow.
great.
Yeah.
Nice.
So remind me, how do I spend these 3 gold and flip my card or something like that?
It is an action and 1 gold to overclock your secondary weapon.
Only 1 action. What
Yeah.
does my other side do?
I don't know.
Let's find out.
Let us find out.
Oh, here it-
What even is it?
It's an experimental plasma charger is the weapon. And the overclock side seems great.
Just does a splash damage. It does an area of effect on 3 squares.
On 3 squares, yeah.
Cool.
That is pretty cool.
That's pretty good.
All right. So you still have one more action. If you wanted to move, I was thinking of using the everyone gets a free pickaxe action on my turn, which is my rock and stone card that I have. So if you were near something to pickaxe, that might be useful. Like if we wanted to try to... But if you don't, that's fine. It's your life.
I don't know if I do. Only because I don't really know where I would move. Like,
That's fair. We do need to head in this direction.
Random.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll just overclock. I'll spend 1 gold.
Okay.
Sure. And I'll overclock my experimental clock.
I'll take that gold from our communal supply.
And that can be a free range attack, because it is still an attack.
Sure. Cool. Yeah.
Event card for you.
Oh, and I've unlocked these.
You've
right?
unlocked the 4th and 5th ammo slots. You do not automatically get ammo.
Need a supply.
There you go. Tough spot. You spot a lost ammo crate.
Wow.
We were just talking about
this.
What
timing?
That was left behind on an earlier mission. Unfortunately, it's surrounded by jagged, razor-sharp crystals. Optional. If not prone, lose 1 health to get an ammo crate. Fully restock a weapon of your choice. So is 1 health worth 2 ammo for me?
There is red sugar here to heal you. And
you have to go not prone to do it.
The way this red sugar works, and red sugar is the nickname for a mineral with healing properties. It makes no sense.
Sure.
It's in the video game.
Sure.
Once someone smacks that with their pickaxe, it will basically be replaced by 3 health cubes, and you can when you pickaxe them from adjacent, you can pick them up. But then also if you don't want all 3 of them, you can leave them there, and anyone else can walk over them to heal later.
Oh,
yeah.
Video games.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Sure, I'll lose a health and fully reload my experimental plasma charger.
I like it.
And it was if not prone.
Oh, if not prone.
Yeah, it's not prone.
So
You
here
can't
is
do it if you're prone.
Correct.
two secondary ammo for you.
Love it.
Turns out if you have to run through razor sharp crystals, it's hard to do while you're laying down.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Let's see what this guy is. Oh yeah, that's
It's
one
an
of
alien
our.
fossil,
That's one of our guys.
and you just you have to. I was only moving you so the camera could see that. You have to walk over it to pick it up.
Yeah, that's fine. So I'm going to, because I don't want to waste movement, I'm going to pop my platform action.
Ooh.
So I'm going to place a platform here, and a platform.
You can do it at
any number,
3,
any line of sight.
Up to 3 pit
Yes.
spaces within line of sight.
I'm going to do those 2.
Interesting. Okay.
I don't want to fully fill it in, because I still like having choke points for shooting that.
Sure.
Works.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to go, so that was my second action, was platforms. And then I'm going to go 1, 2, 3.
Oh, so you can reveal that one. What do we get?
Another one.
Another
Nice.
fossil.
Another fossil.
Okay.
Love it. That's my turn.
Well done.
There you go.
My event is Cave Tremors. Each dwarf rolls the attack die, the black die.
Ooh,
Ignore
okay.
any damage results, and if it's an exclamation point, you're knocked over.
Ooh.
Oh.
Cocked. Nothing.
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 Okay.
Oh, everything's fine.
Yeah.
That was a great event.
Okay. Back
It
to
also
you.
could have been a terrible event.
Back
All
to
of a sudden, we fall.
Everyone spends 2 of their next 3 actions standing
standing up. Brandon, it's up to you.
It is up to me. Okay, well, I don't think I need to pickaxe that red sugar.
Oh, did you figure out if we have the upgrades face up or not?
I did figure it out, and the answer is not.
Great. It's
We
just
will,
like the
we'll
question
find out what
marks.
they are when we pick them up, which I will do now. I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, moving over this weapon upgrade and claiming it. It is a shield with a line through it, which I will look up the definition of now.
Probably ignore resistance.
Ignore any resistance of the targeted creatures against your weapon type.
Cool.
Yeah.
So your weapon just pierces their resistance. So which weapon are you putting it on?
Yeah, well, so there are basically 3 things that I can do with this. I could put it in my primary weapon, I could put it in my secondary weapon, or I can hold on to it and trade it to one of you if we take trade action.
I
But
feel like-
forget that.
Yeah, that's boring.
Yeah, so
Boring.
my heavy revolver has the armor piercing that is not very many bugs are
I think the flamethrower
resistant to
being-
anyway, so I'm
Yeah.
going to upgrade my flamethrower. So now I have anti-flame flames.
Sure.
Yeah.
Super fire. So that was your first action.
I like mine better.
Blue flamethrower, you know.
Sure, yeah.
It burns hot.
So my second action will be to pickaxe here, where I'm standing, I guess. I wish I could do it here, but I'd have to move again. to be able to like potentially hit both spaces. So that's fine. So I'm gonna roll.
Wait. I just have a question. You
Yeah.
could drill, right? And you can
Yes.
move through the stalagmites when you drill, correct?
I have to end my movement when I drill on that
Never
way.
mind,
So
then, yeah,
I
you
think
should
I might
just-
as well
you
do
should just
this.
pick it,
Yeah.
And you obliterate the.
I rolled out the nightmare scenario. I rolled 2 pickaxes, but only even have a use for one.
It's
Yeah.
clearly a bummer. The bummer scenario.
0, that's the nightmare.
Yes.
And I rolled a 0 on the loot die. There was no gold in that stalagmite. So that was my second action. Third action, I'm just going to move over here where I can get yet another weapon upgrade and be primed to get some minerals.
I love
so
What? You're not gonna just run into the wall?
this weapon upgrade
Cowards.
adds a green die that I believe stuns enemies. Is
That's
this
what
symbol?
it looks like.
I should just have the rulebook open to this page.
Oh, that's what my voltaic does too.
This, it has a little symbol of a plus green die. After rolling for normal damage, roll a bonus bullet die. If it hits, apply the stunned effects to the target that was assigned the bullet
And I
hit.
assume stunned is next time they would activate, they
They
don't.
don't.
I've
Yes.
played many a board
Many
game.
stun board game.
Yeah, it says see various effects, page 38. Stunned. Place a stun token next to the creature. The next time it's activated, remove the stun token, but do not activate the creature.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was
You
right.
called it.
I would be a very bad friend if I did not send a picture of this mug and this game to Mike right now.
And
So,
then
so I'm gonna assume that my flamethrower will usually murder the things
Yeah,
that
you
I'm
wanna put that
attacking. So I'm
on.
gonna put it on my revolver that only rolls 1 die.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you could, as an event time, hit that event.
Hit it.
I have hit a sticky spitter.
Yeah,
I hate those.
I don't need to know about that.
I want to hear about that.
Increased swarm. I can't. Why can't I not
Thorn
say
sweat.
swarm
Swarm.
threat?
The thorn sweat.
Swarm threat.
No, swarm sweat.
Swarm sweat. Yeah,
Swarm
right.
sweat.
Well, it's increased by 1, and then it says if this didn't trigger a swarm, place a web spitter at the exit closest to a dwarf. So this one's 3 spaces for me.
It's me.
Oh, it's you. Okay, so web spitter here, and this is
Spit.
I think that these have 2 hit points and a little bit of a ranged attack that can web you.
Yeah, they're range 3, or range 5,
Oh wow.
2 hit points.
If they roll the exclamation point, they web you, which means you cannot move on your next turn.
Gross.
Yeah.
Yep, that's it.
Okay, Kyle, you're up.
Hell yeah, I am. What am I doing? That's a great question, Brandon. I'm trying not to split up, but I'm so
Come to me.
tempted to split up.
Come to me. Come help
Okay.
me with the web spitter. Because you have a
I'll
long
go-
range.
I'll
You
go
can shoot him from
I'll
a
go spit 'em.
distance.
All right, I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, and
then
I'm
you
going
get
to
your free,
Lightfoot.
your free Lightfoot shot.
Ooh, nice.
So
So you're spending an ammo
yep, I'm
and
just
rolling
spending
a blue
ammo.
die.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I can't hit him with my other one.
2
That's
hits.
Exactly what I needed to do.
Oh,
Splattered. Well done.
Get wrecked.
That's great.
Man.
And I'm pretty sure it
Just
doesn't.
like in the video game, the scout's the best.
I'm pretty sure it doesn't. But if you want to double check, so some of the tougher enemies have a like the silhouette of a rock and stone card next to them because you get one when you kill it.
Yep, not this one.
Not that one. Okay.
Damn. But I want it.
And note that that one also attacks with 2
2
with
dice. So it can
dice.
do up
wow.
to 2 damage. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's gross.
gnarly.
1, 2, 3 for my second action.
Okay.
And for my third action, I'm a pickaxe.
Love it.
Axe.
All right. You axed.
Splat.
I don't think stalagmites go splat.
You just don't know them well enough.
This is a wet stalagmite.
Oh, that
You
one.
haven't made
That
that-
one did go splat. I guess.
That one
Yeah.
splatted.
Event card. Oh wait, no, you've only taken 2 actions. Oh, 3 actions.
Yeah,
Move,
yeah, yeah.
move, is,
Yep.
pick.
Glowing walls. Place 1 gold in the wall closest to you. If several
Oh.
walls are at equal distance, you choose which one. Increase the
Swarm.
the
thwarm
sweat.
Okay. Well, let's do it because that'll cause a thwarm.
Yeah, I've ruined it. Put the gold
I
where
hate
you want
which-
it.
Which of these 2 hexes next to you would you like the gold to be?
The one adjacent to the nitro.
All right.
Then the thwarm sweat goes up.
It sure does. So we're gonna draw our first swarm card,
You're welcome.
and by we I mean Kyle, since it's your turn.
Hell yeah, I am. What's that buzzing sound?
Uh.
Place 3 grunts at exit 1 and 1 Bactera spawn at exit 2.
Ooh. Okay.
So I
So
assume they go adjacent
so
when we.
3 grunts. Yeah. Okay. So you've got them. So yeah, they spawn in there and adjacent, but they must be as close to dwarves as possible, which means they basically must be there.
Yep. Checks out.
Yeah. And then,
And then Bactera spawn up there.
a
which
Mactera
is
spawn,
one of the
which would
flying
I
boys.
assume it's one of these. If you don't mind checking.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes, that is it.
Okay.
Where
At
is it
2.
going?
Exit 2.
Great.
activate all creatures.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
We're getting wrecked.
So
Yeah.
I get attacked by this guy.
Yes, so go ahead and roll a black die for it. It does
Take one
damage to you.
damage.
Owie.
Ouch.
Then these two would move, and they can't get to me, so do they move to Kyle?
Yes, and this one can get to you by moving and going here, so...
So I'm closest.
it's-
So one would go
well,
here.
You're closer to this. Okay, yeah, so, and then this one will go up against Kyle, but they don't attack if they move.
And then this guy's the Mactera spawn.
Yeah, what does it do?
Speed is movement 3, range 3, so he can't do
Ooh.
anything.
Okay.
And note that he can fly over obstacles, including stalagmites, but can't end its movement on them. And has a spit attack that stuns people on
Oof.
exclamation.
That
But
seems
he just
rough.
moves 3.
I think it's going to make its way
Yeah.
towards me.
I think that's right. Okay. My turn.
Your
right?
turn.
Your turn.
So I am gonna grenade launch.
Sorry. For some... Momentarily there, I thought like, oh wait, we didn't do this for him, but we absolutely
literally
did. That's what
just
we
did
spent
it,
the last
yeah.
3 minutes on. Okay,
Okay.
carry on.
So I'm gonna do my grenade launcher. I'm gonna use my high explosive grenade to try to hit both of these guys at once. So give me the red.
Love that. You
Got
did
him.
it.
They're splatted. So both of those.
Will it not get you?
I assume
It
I
does
assume
not. It just hits everything in the like silhouette that. And I guess this is you, right?
Yeah.
So I assume that you could like target this one and kind of have the
That's
wall
what I
be the
was-
third part of
that's
your
what I was
little
doing.
triangle of AOE. That's
What I assumed too, but
Yeah.
I wasn't sure.
That's what
I
I'm
think
doing.
that works.
And then
Yep.
I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3.
Okay, picking up a fossil. We got 2 out of 4, and
See what that
revealing
is.
a
Another
fossil. Wow.
Fossil finder over here.
And then you know what I'm gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna do the thing. I'm gonna use the rock and stone. The rock and stone cards are free actions.
Also,
They
did
are,
you
but
spend
you
an
do have to.
ammo?
I do have to spend an ammo.
You do have to loudly and adamantly narrate them.
Rock and stone forever. All dwarves roll and use the pickaxe action.
Oh, that's great.
Yes.
I like it.
Yeah, we're both in good spots for that.
So
and
all
you can
three of us
attack with
are.
it. Yeah.
I'm gonna try to get the guy with it.
Okay.
I got him. Splat.
Nice. And I guess you got a second success, but
I
don't
don't
have a
wanna
way to
use
use
it.
it. Yeah. Okay.
Great, Kyle.
I do it. I get
1.
So you
The
can get
gold.
into that gold,
Okay. And you've put a tunnel there.
Brandon.
I like those things.
And that gold can just go in our communal inventory. That's my gold too.
It's our gold.
I don't like that.
We
It's actually
did
the
it.
company's gold.
Yeah, right. Yeah, actually, that's correct.
Yep.
And I get to roll also. Hey, 2.
That's
I will
exactly
take
what we
that
want.
that gold and
You get
Morkite.
2 tunnels.
Thank you.
Perfect. That was great. That was a good use.
That
of
was a
action.
fantastic use of the rock and stone card.
Okay.
Well
and then
done.
I still have, so I've attacked, I've moved, I still have one more action.
Sure do.
I am going to,
We have plenty of gold if you want to overclock your gun.
yeah, I am
just
going
a
to
thought.
overclock my gun.
Okay,
Because
so we're
on the
spending
other
one
side,
gold.
its range is higher, and it's a stunner, which seems like that might be useful soon.
I love that.
Yeah,
The
that's my
stunner.
turn. And now I get an event.
Sure do.
Starch nuts. Optional. If I'm not prone, draw 2 rock and stone cards, then increase swarm threat by 1. I'm doing that. I want more rock and stone cards. That was a great moment.
Do it.
Yeah.
You draw 2 of them?
2 of them.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
increase swarm threat.
I'm fine with that. I'll take the event from you.
That's me.
Warm sweat indeed.
Brandon, you were up.
Okay, well, I want to basically get that last Morkite and get the hell out of here. Back to
Yeah, we need every
my
more card on the
friends.
map. So yes, I would like it for you to not. So you can just drill into it.
I think I will just spend a move to go 1-2 spaces, which ends my move and successfully gets the Morkite and places a tunnel.
Yep, that's one action.
And then,
You'll run.
yeah, it's so tempting to just be like, I'm gonna get all the way over here.
It's so
But that would take me
slow,
so many
though.
turns. I
Yeah.
think that even though at its
Now-
base it looks like I can avoid the bug that way, it's gonna catch me
Yeah,
first.
I
So-
agree.
All right, so I'm gonna just move back 1, 2, 3,
You have one more action.
and I don't have line of sight to shoot that with my revolver.
So its move is 3. So and its range is 5. But if you stay out of the way of it, it can't shoot you. It'll just move towards
and
you.
it would have to have line of sight on me
Yeah, that's
also,
what I
which,
mean,
which
yeah.
it won't have.
Oh yes, that's true.
Right, I guess. So I think
If you
I
were
don't know.
here,
Our
if
turn.
you were here, it would have line of sight to you.
my question.
So don't.
Yeah. So my question is, does it have line of sight to me here?
No.
Where they say
No.
draw a
there's
line
a-
from anywhere.
Oh.
From here to here,
Yeah, it does,
it would
actually.
cross through a wall.
Yeah,
So I would say
I feel like that should be not
Isn't
line
it
of
like?
sight.
Isn't it like? That's
You
line
could
of
you
sight?
could interpret the rules that like from that little corner to that little
Yeah.
corner, even though
I
it
think it
crosses a
does.
corner, it does. But
Well, let's
I don't
make
know.
a decision.
Intuitively, I feel like
I
you
say
should be able to
intuitively
hide
no.
behind a wall like that.
I'd say
Yeah.
intuitively no. But
That's what I think. So,
Actually,
I think what
wait.
will happen if it activates is it will, because it just moves until it has line of sight, so it would move here, which then blocks me from getting past, which is not great.
that corner to corner passes through a wall. So there you go.
Shouldn't it only pass through a corner? Isn't that how geometry works?
Not on hexes.
Wait, what?
What?
Look,
How is that possible? I mean,
right?
I think it crosses that corner. Yeah, it should cross that corner.
Okay.
But
disagree. With
alternatively,
From this corner to this corner?
alternatively, you have this option is to drill into this wall up here, and then he'll chase you, and you can just go through the last
Oh, that's
wall.
kind of funny, actually.
So if we rewound back to here,
Yeah.
you still have 2 actions.
So I'm just going. I would be trying
You,
to
like,
try
go
to
here
get
and then
this
it's
way,
4 o'clock.
and then that's not the worst idea.
Yeah, I actually like that. We have lots of gold.
Yeah.
What do you mean
for it.
overclock?
You have an extra action, so you could overclock your weapon.
Yeah, because if
To
you
force
if you
it-
get into
Oh, is
this,
that, no, that's right. Because I was thinking
You have
about
2
double
actions.
moving there. Yeah. Okay.
I like that.
Yeah,
I think that's
I
the
think-
exact sort of bullshit.
I
yeah,
like that
that's,
too.
that's the bullshit that the driller should be able
I
to
like
do.
that too. So I'm gonna take a move action to drill into this space. If you could put that there.
Got it? And then
And then I'm gonna camp there where the bug cannot easily get to me. And yeah, third action, we've got all this gold. I will spend an action and a gold to overclock my bulldog heavy revolver.
I love it.
Now it freezes the target. And freezing, I am going to look up.
While you do that, I'm going
Yeah.
to pull an event card for you.
So, okay, great. It is like stunned, but also damage dealt to them is doubled while they are frozen.
Fast critters increase the swarm threat by 1.
Yep.
If that didn't trigger a swarm, all creatures move and attack.
Oh.
Wow.
So this guy goes 1, 2, 3, but does
And
not
he
have
doesn't
line
have
of
line of
sight.
sight.
So we played that correct.
Yeah, and then the only other creature is this grunt that is still stuck behind the pit.
That's it.
He fell down the pit.
I don't like that.
And none of us like that.
Kyle, you're up.
What am I doing?
Apologize.
I'm so
First action,
sorry.
apologize.
I apologize for my first action.
So one thing we could do is tunnel through here.
Yeah, I think that's actually the
Because
right
this is,
play.
we need every blue gem on the map.
Yeah.
So I think what I will do is move, which is kind of a sad first action. Second action, I'm going to pickaxe.
Okay. You rolled 1.
Not great.
Okay, I think the right move is
Yeah, I
here
agree.
still.
Here you go.
Now you can use your light foot if you move.
Yeah, I'm just gonna move, and I'm
And actually, if
gonna
you move 3, you can see what this is.
1,
Yeah.
2, exactly 3 here, and I'm just gonna be like, hey,
It
bro.
is
It's a loot bug. So loot bugs are friendly little larvae creatures that are harmless, but they eat gold and nitra, and so if you decide to kill them despite their harmlessness, they erupt with minerals. It's very satisfying. in the
What do
video
you
game.
get in
Here, you when you kill them with a pickaxe against this token, you get a gold and roll the loot die.
Can you not explode them using, like, say, this experimental plasma charger?
You cannot.
Damn.
You have to pickaxe them. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's not
so cute.
analogous.
Yeah, that's just the way it works. The same as the red sugar and the other
I know.
tokens that way.
Okay.
Okay, fair
Free
enough.
attack, right?
Yep, freeing attack. Yeah, I'll just use a standard. Or should I use a plasma charger?
Oh, and this is now just regular.
No, it's still just
Oh,
one
yeah.
die. Ooh,
Whiffed.
ooh, we don't love to see it.
No.
So you moved, pickaxed, moved. So you're
Yep.
done.
Indeed. Don't go too close. Uh-oh. Place an exploder at exit 2.
Oh no. You
That's
got
where
one?
you're going. All other creatures activate. Ouch.
All other creatures. Okay.
So
So,
you
the
get
grunt
chopped.
attacks you. Yeah, roll a die for it.
I shall.
And this guy goes 1, 2, 3.
Ouch.
It hits you. How's your health? You're at 3?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
And this
No,
swarmer
it caught me.
but it doesn't shoot you. It just activates.
Oh, good. Okay. Okay.
Okay, my turn.
Indeed.
And now when I finish my tunnel, there's an exploder there. Oh, this is all bad.
This is all bad.
Yeah, we did.
Help! I did the thing I always do as a driller in the video game too, and I
You
went off
split
on
up.
I went off on my own and got
Got trapped
surrounded
in
by
a
bugs.
tunnel. The good news is you don't have to finish this tunnel until the Mactera's dead. So the exploder can just chase someone else.
True. So the plan with the Mactera, which was to let it chase me, but then I have a shortcut back out. Now it's really gonna work with the exploder. Though.
Yeah, exactly. It can't possibly fail the second time. Amazing. Oh, also
so
I spent an ammo.
How does the sentry gun work?
Sentry gun you place in. I want to say
it's
an
adjacent.
space.
It says adjacent.
Okay.
But when does it activate?
Let's properly answer that for you. So you spend an action and an ammo, place it on an adjacent space. It does not block movement or attacks, but nothing can end on its space. Creatures prioritize it, attacking it if dwarves are further away. So they attack it kind of like they attack dwarves. Then, where does it say what it actually does? When a creature is either activated, placed, or moved into a space within 3 spaces of the turret, it rolls 1 bullet die, checks resistance, and then does damage. It only fires 1 shot per event or swarm.
Great. Okay, this is what I'm doing. 1, 2, 3 to
So
pick
you've
this
gotten
up.
our third fossil. Nice.
1, 2, 3.
Okay.
And then I'm going to drop the sentry to try to lure the exploder away from you.
Ooh.
And also, if it
shoot
shoot
it.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, and the exploders, we haven't really talked about them.
Yeah,
but
so
when they either attack or get killed, they explode and do damage to everything adjacent to them.
Yes.
So it's that's great.
And they resist explosive damage, which is annoying, which is why I dropped the sentry instead of trying to shoot it myself.
Yeah.
Great.
I don't like the fact that this bug is next to me and is going to potentially activate 2 more times.
Well, just draw an event that doesn't activate it, Christian.
Okay.
You're done with your actions?
Yeah, that was it. Yep. They're closing in. Increase the swarm threat by 1. If it didn't
like
trigger a swarm, activate all creatures.
Oh boy.
It's doing the thing.
Seems like it's doing the thing you were worried about. So the grunt hits you. Oh boy.
You get hit by the
what does the swarmer do?
He rolls 1 black die, and on an exclamation point, you're stunned.
Ooh. I'm stunned.
What's stunned? Stunned is you lose all your actions.
Stunned on a dwarf. You place a stunned token next to it. You can carry out 1 action on your next turn.
Wow.
Right. Yeah.
And then this guy goes 1, 2, 3, entering range. Actually, he enters range here. He gets shot at.
Yeah. So roll a bullet die.
Come on, bullets. Hit him.
Do they have 1 hit point?
1 hit point. He explodes.
Explodes everything around it. Friend or foe would be damaged, but it's
I
dead.
successfully did the thing.
Well done.
Hey,
The plan works.
that was a plan. Executed.
Done did it.
Now it's Brandon's turn, but he's stunned.
Yeah, 1 action. It's probably going to be to attack that swarm.
Sure should be.
How many hit points does it have?
That's a great question. It has the swarm has 2 hit points.
Okay.
Yeah, you can
So
do
I
that.
can likely. I'll just use my flamethrower on
Yeah,
it.
that's what it's for.
yeah.
And it's resistant to. It is resistant to flames. So
but
Oh,
it's
no.
not because
Oh,
You got
I
hyper
upgraded.
flame.
I
you
got
have
the weapon
super
upgrade.
hot flames.
Blue flames.
Yes,
Blue flames.
Blue flames. Okay, so I'll spend an ammo and roll the 3 fiery dice. 2 hits. I will. So technically the way it works is you must assign 1 to your target, and then you could assign 1 adjacent to it, but I'll assign them both.
because
to
it takes 2 damage to kill it, and you kill it.
I
It's
kill it.
gone.
You
that
done
works.
did it.
And that was your 1 action. So fuck you. That's over.
Brutal. All
right.
right, my event is.
try not to activate bugs, would you?
We haven't seen one of these yet. It's just a card that says mission specific event, which I feel like they could have done a more clever name for.
I completely agree.
Yep.
But that event again was
Spawn a bunch
It could
of
have been
guys,
like
right?
attention minors
Spawn
or
a bunch of
something
guns.
like
Yeah.
from the actual game.
Yeah. No, you don't remember the classic line from the video game? Mission specific event! It's called Active Glyphids. Place a grunt at a tunnel exit of your choice, then activate all creatures. Well,
There's only one-
I'll place the grunt here where it will likely just get sentry gunned. Whoa.
Ow.
You get hit again. Jeez,
I have
dude.
1 hit
Stop
point.
it.
Wow.
And then he goes 1, 2, 3, getting
Bulleted, yeah.
And he
He's
bulleted.
gone.
Yeah.
That sentry is.
That sentry gun's
absolutely-
amazing.
That's
yeah.
very
Yeah.
good, turns out.
Yeah.
You know, I had kind of thought, reading the rules on that, and I didn't play an engineer in my solo game, that seemed kind of underwhelming. Like,
I
rolling
did
1
too.
die and stuff.
I did too.
It turns out a lot of the bugs, that's all you need.
Yeah, and 4 out of 6 sides hit. So for like this situation of grunts and exploders, very high value.
Yeah. And then also, it probably should not be understated, especially now that we're taking damage here, is that it's soaking an attack from a bug
Exactly.
has value in itself.
Kill that grunt, Kyle.
It is your turn.
Alright, I'm going to take a pickaxe action.
Sure.
Okay.
I like that.
You rolled a pickaxe.
Almost the result I wanted. I will just kill this bug.
Yep.
Okay.
Get that shit out of there. I will take a
How are
pickaxe
we?
action.
Oh, we don't have the resources for you to call a supply pod. I was wondering if we could get you healed.
Ooh,
Two
that's what I'm
eggs.
talking about.
So what do we get
and
when we kill the loot bug?
Yeah. Okay. So let's go. First, you mined the morkites. We'll put a tunnel there and collect the morkite you got. We have 3 out of 6 now. And then you've killed a loot bug. We get a gold, and you roll the loot die to potentially get something else. Yeah.
Some nitra.
Right here.
Thank you.
That's another gold.
So now you could call in a pod.
Yes.
But I wouldn't be able to take
So
an
that's
action
2
on
actions.
it.
Right.
That's okay. There's no tunnel near me.
Yeah, I would actually think that's a pretty good use of your time because you're going to be hanging around down here. You might be luring in some threats.
I like it.
I'll also point out that if you want to move and you can just move across pits, like here is a super safe place to be.
Oh.
Like nothing has line of sight there. It's not close to any exits. It's just a great place to hide. Oh, I guess the problem is though we need to get.
That's
would
what I'm
want to
saying.
waste the action.
I want to get.
I think
these.
call in a pod for yourself because you're low on ammo. You're low on health. You got lots of stuff you can do. Right?
I agree. All right, I'm going to selfishly call a pod right next to me.
Okay, so we'll spend 3 gold because we have no nitro to spend.
What is gold used for at this point now? Since we've all overclocked.
Calling in pods.
That's true. Now that we've all overclocked, I think it's just
all
calling
the
in
same.
pods.
Where would
Okay.
you like to put it?
I'm gonna put it.
And we don't know what it is until you're adjacent to it, right?
No, we know what's in it as soon as he places it, but I think he makes the decision for where to
Yeah.
place it first.
I'm gonna place it here because it's close to that exit. I'm just trying to think, like, is it better to have it near the pit where you guys can get to it easily?
I think there's
Or is
good.
it-
I think that's
Okay,
the right spot.
I'm gonna put it there.
Okay.
4 regular ammo, 5 secondary ammo, and 3 health. Which is pretty good.
Yeah, I'm happy with
I
that.
think 3 health is as high as those go, so if we were mostly worried about healing Kyle, that's a great card to draw.
Okay.
I
and
did
then
it.
You've got 5
Kyle, you get
ammo
an event.
and 3 health.
Love that.
Event.
Here's your event.
Thank you. Mission specific event.
Oh boy, alright, so we got a grunt at the exit of your choice, was what it said,
2.
right?
Or,
2.
no, yeah, 2, so it stays
2,
away from
yeah.
Okay, yep. And then we'll activate all creatures, which is just that grunt. So let's
Once
go.
again,
do it.
Roll for that sentry.
do the thing.
Oh, I missed. And so it's going to finish its move, which was 3 spaces, right?
Yes,
Okay.
correct. That's fine. I'm going to go next, so.
I like it.
Yeah, I actually kind of like, if I just stayed not adjacent to it, it'll come for the sentry gun.
Yep.
So let it do that. So what are our goals right now? We need 1 more question mark revealed. So we know that that
So yeah, we need a 4th fossil. It must be that one. And then we need the 3 morkite.
So we need to head up there.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think if there's any better use of my time. than,
Also,
like-
we are 1 event moving the swarm track from a swarm. So be ready to fight.
Yeah, that's fine.
Gross.
Yeah, so it's likely that that's going to happen. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get
So
silly.
for an action, I can take as much as I can take.
Uh-huh.
Sick.
So
No,
when
you're
the
sick now,
swarm
you'll
comes
be
out,
healthy.
they will just appear. But do they usually activate on swarm cards, or do they just appear?
What am I supposed to do?
Very rude. Do they just appear, or do they activate on swarm cards generally?
Seems like they activated.
almost always activate.
Great.
Yeah.
So because I'm worried about you getting smacked before your next turn, especially if a weird bug comes out we don't know about, what I'm going to do is the inhibitor field generator. So give me that glowy white sphere.
Oh, yeah.
Range of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Sure.
Creatures cannot enter or leave this space or adjacent spaces until my next turn.
Oh, so
if it
anything
activates
that's-
on any of our turns,
Anything that spawns at 1 and then tries to move will just, like, I guess they can kind of hover around the
Thanks,
pit,
friend.
but-
yeah, I was just
Well-
like, let's slow it down a bit so they can't get to you.
Keep in mind, and maybe you just want to put it here, because then I assume they would still spawn.
I think they would spawn but not move.
Because right now it's adjacent spaces, right? So they would move here and come to you.
I'm gonna run, and they'll come for the sentry instead, which is good.
Oh, okay.
That's my next action. So
Yeah.
I wanted to do it before I moved for range reasons. So hey, this inhibitor field is gone. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
So that's 1. 2. And then I'm gonna drill. Pickaxe. Where's the pickaxe?
Here it is.
Yeah, I got it. Good. Give me
Okay.
that tunnel.
Where are you placing it?
Yeah, there. You got it. And then I get an event. Loot bug.
That sounds good.
Sort of. Add a loot bug from the supply to an empty ground space that's not adjacent to any dwarves. So I'm going to put that here on the assumption that you might want to be able to get that.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's not adjacent to any dwarves. Why not here then, just so that it's like on his way back to the...
Because
He didn't
if
buy it.
his
He's
axe
riding
there,
the
it gets...
Why do I keep forgetting there's Morkite there?
Yeah, that's one.
That's like the objective.
But the swarm threat goes up. The thwarm sweat.
That's
The thorn sweat.
So aren't you glad that I put
risen.
out that inhibitor field?
I sure am.
Yeah.
Grunts everywhere. 2 grunts at each tunnel exit activate all creatures.
Oh boy. Okay.
Great. Activate them all.
This is also a tunnel exit.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Okay, so these guys can't come towards you, which was my goal, and they can't cross that pit, so they're just gonna kind of go noodling around.
Well, they're gonna go over your platform.
Oh yeah, 2, which is good, I guess.
There's an order that they activate, which will matter here because it'll decide which one the sentry gun shoots at. Because the sentry gun can only shoot once per swarm event.
Right.
Swarm or events.
I assume the ones that are already on the table activate first, right? I don't know.
I think it has to do with who's closest to dwarves as
I
well, or maybe I'll just check.
Sentry gun, even if it eats shit here, has already been totally worth the single ammo I spent on it.
yeah.
That was
It's
so much
killed
better.
2 bugs or 3 bugs?
3 bugs so far, and
Very good.
no, 2 bugs so far, and it's distracting them, both of which are high value.
If there are multiple creatures of the same type, which there are 7 of the same type, the one closest to a dwarf activates first. If several creatures are closest to a dwarf, then the active dwarf decides which to activate first.
This one.
And it does say that the sentry gun is considered a dwarf for like
So
bug
this one
purposes,
activates,
so-
moves, gets shot.
Yep. And
Oh my God.
misses. Brutal. Okay.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Yep. And I'm just
And
rotating
1, 2,
these
3.
for camera visibility
camera
purposes.
reasons, sure. And then these guys go.
Uh-oh.
Towards
1, 2,
Brandon.
3.
Oh,
One,
they
two,
don't
three.
quite get to me. Oh, that's
No,
nice.
yeah.
So there's another whole activation before
Yeah,
they would
this is
be a
actually going
threat to me.
fine. Brandon, it's your turn. I just wanted to keep you safe with that inhibitor field.
Thanks.
All right. It seems like I should get the hell out of that tunnel that I'm in. I'm just trying to decide whether to move or pickaxe and like potentially have 2. I don't guess that's not even that useful. So I'm just going to use the driller move ability to guaranteed drill that tunnel.
1.
And I think I want to kill some of these.
Yes.
So I'm gonna move again and move like 1, 2, 3, and I'm gonna flamethrower targeting this one. And if I roll enough hits, I can then spread it to all of
Yeah,
these.
I love it.
Are we?
Yeah, you definitely have corner to corner.
Oh yeah, because it's that corner.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have line of sight on all of them. Okay. So third action will be.
Definitely.
I do also have my
Your firewall.
my corrosive bomb that guarantees there's no dice roll. It guarantees that I could do a damage to each of those.
I mean, that might be worth.
Pretty good.
I feel like we're in the mix now. I don't see a
Yeah.
reason to save throwables.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. So instead of attacking, I will just use my corrosive bomb.
Here, I assume.
Yeah.
And yes, I'm going to target that space, and then
All three.
all targets on it or adjacent to it suffer 1 damage.
Oops.
And then
They're all exploded.
great.
And that's my turn, so I will draw my event. Collapsing floor. The floor gives way below you. Roll 2 of the black dice. Ignore any damage result. If you roll exclamation points, you become prone. You accidentally uncover a piece of lost gear in a cave pocket below you. Take a random upgrade token. My weapons are...
Maxed out.
Yeah. Nothing. So I did not
else.
fall. And I get a... Oh, one of these weapons can now stun. I guess I'll put it on the flamethrower.
What a ridiculous.
Because the revolver already freezes.
Yeah,
so.
sure. Love it.
All right.
Okay, you're up.
I sure am.
Please heal yourself.
First action, I steal. I'm going to take the 3 here, and I'm going to take the 3 from here. I am locked and loaded.
You're fully
baby.
loaded. You're at 4 out of 5 health.
Feeling pretty good.
No bugs near you anymore. It's all pretty okay. Yeah.
Alright, let's see. Do I have line of sight on any of these bugs?
Nope.
No. Looks like the
we just
answer
want
is
the
no.
stuff.
Alright, so I'm going to move 1 space here.
Lame.
Yep.
Pickaxe. 2 of them.
I was cocked. Oh, nothing.
Sad life.
We have different cocked die philosophies. I feel like if you can like slide the component that's cocked against out from under it, and it's clear what it would land on, then you
That's
count it.
outrageous.
That's
outrageous.
hypocrisy.
But if dice ever leave the table, like fall on the floor, never.
Never.
Oh, yeah.
No, yeah, that's
Obviously.
not even a question.
That's yeah.
But-
Come on.
Come on,
Wow.
be reasonable.
Well, all right.
Get that
then.
event.
My event is... Ouch. Movement on the cave ceiling releases some minerals. A piece of nitra drops on your head. Good thing you have a thick skull. Collect 1 nitra.
Oh,
That's great.
Wait, it doesn't even like also do a damage to you or anything?
Nope.
Wow.
Good thing I have a thick skull.
That was a great event.
My inhibitor goes away, which is fine because you're now safe. That was my goal. I am going to pickaxe my way forward.
Okay.
Weird.
First action. Oh yeah.
You do it.
So first, I'm gonna hit this one and see what's inside before I decide what my second.
All right.
decision is.
Yeah, flip that tile over. Nice. Okay, so we got the pick up there. Ooh, what is
the
that
fuck
symbol?
is that thing? It's a horny
Is
demon.
that so? If you grab the reference thing, the silhouettes are like on there, so
Oh, that
you
looks
can
like a
be really
spitball
clear. But I
infector.
think it's a spitball infector.
Brood Nexus.
Oh, tell us
yeah.
about that.
The Brood Nexus
He's
is
gross.
immobile and deals no damage,
He
so its bite
spawns
results are ignored,
motherfuckers.
but it has the ability to spawn grunts.
Hmm.
When it activates, roll 2 dice. For each exclamation point, place a grunt next to it. It takes 5 to kill, it ignores stun, and it's resistant to bullets.
Hmm.
And when we do damage to them, the damage, we put markers on them, right?
Yes, that's what the green cubes
Okay.
here are for.
Great,
Is for tracking damage on the bugs.
I hate it. And when it dies, grunts might appear from its corpse.
Oh, cool.
No.
So it's an option is to ignore it.
Yeah, that's definitely what I'm going to do. I'm going to put my second tunnel here.
Okay.
Just wanted to make sure that I didn't need like a specific route or something. So first action was that. Second action is I'm going to move forward and pick this thing up. Because that's
You
definitely
knew
what we
it
need.
was the fossil. Okay,
Yeah.
fossils are done. We just need 3 more kite.
Third action. Man.
I mean,
God, all of these options
You
kinda
could,
stink.
if you have nothing better to do. Oh, and we should add. Actually, I guess you could pickaxe these, but there are stalagmites here.
That's terrible.
So you could pickaxe those. You could attack.
I'm
the
going to pickaxe
bird
because I want to make
nexus.
a route for you to be able to drill in. And like right now, you have to do a bunch of moves to drill in. Whereas
Yeah.
if I can knock out the red, you could. It's one less move for you to get to the. And if I get 2 pickaxes, it's even better.
If you can just open this up, then I can like do a move to get guaranteed on the stalagmite, and then
Yeah.
stand here where I can hit both of these.
I love that. I
Yeah.
think that's great. So I'm going to pickaxe again. So that's my third action.
Okay.
Double
Oh.
pickaxe, even better.
That
Well, I think
is even
actually the
better.
better action
because
is
then I can just move
these
straight
2,
to it. Yeah.
Yep.
So
I'll
I
hit those
assume that
2.
you're spending this
Yes.
to mine at both the walls next to you.
Yep.
So we got a nitra,
Oh, yeah.
and we could do another supply drop if we find the
we
need
desire.
to. Yeah.
That's my turn. So done.
Great.
Give me an event.
There you go.
There's a pebble in my boot. Collect a gold, increase the swarm threat by 1.
Oh,
Easy.
that was a golden pebble.
Yeah. That's
And
easy.
that's one of my favorite parts of the game. Yeah.
There's
When,
a
when
pebble in
they're
my boot.
when they're down there in this giant cave with falling rocks and they're mining and everything, for them to randomly yell out like, "There's a pebble in my boot."
It's pretty good.
It's good.
You're up. Go get that thing, and then let's start dashing.
Oh, we still have to get the 2
I
more
know,
kite
that's
over
what I
here,
mean,
but-
yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's what I will do. Hey, Airplane Ian is here in the chat. Says,
Hey, Ian.
yes, I didn't miss it. Hi, Ian. Good to see you. You're just
just in
witnessing
time for
our
us to-
dominating victory,
Oh yeah,
maybe.
we're I mean, I don't know. This like could go very badly. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I just need to roll twice.
I love that we have 2 paths to where the
That
drop
was
pod
why
would be.
I dug that out,
That was
yeah.
smart. Okay, so I'm just going to do the driller thing and go
Buzz,
1,
buzz.
2, 3, and my move here, grabbing this Morkite.
We
And
now have
could you
all
get the
of
tunnel there? I
Yeah,
a
we
bad
now have
angle on
all the
that.
Morkite up in this end.
Yeah, we just need Kyle to get the 2 there. And,
Now, is
not
it
get killed while
worth
he's
you
alone there.
flame throwing the brood thing?
It's not resistant to fire?
Not your fire. Didn't even matter.
It's true.
Normally, it is not resistant to fire either, so you're fine.
And stunning it would be nice.
So I don't currently
It
have
is
line
resistant to stun.
I don't currently have line of sight to it. I would need to move and attack.
Oh yeah, 'cause your fucking stalagmites in the way.
Which is a shame, because if I could attack it with my secondary weapon and freeze it, and then the damage from my flamethrower would be doubled, then I could probably just kill it. But I can't quite do it, and so what am I doing?
I think we just run from this thing.
I think so too.
So I think just sprint down this way to help mop up any.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go 1, 2, 3, and I still have another move.
Yeah,
Right? Another
yeah,
action.
keep going.
Yeah, just
Maybe
run.
get behind the sentry. and
Run
let
to where the sentry can
like, clean dudes
take the
up.
first shots, and then I can clean them up. Yeah. Let's see. What's my revolver range? 5, 2, 3, 4. No, I can't quite hit those bugs. So yeah, I'll just hide out right here. Okay. This event is called I Hate Bugs.
Me too, man.
Place a grunt at exit 1, and then all creatures activate. So we're gonna go closest. To
You know what? No.
No?
For Carl. For Carl! I'm playing this. I lose 1 health and discard the current event and ignore its effects. Just no.
Oh, so we don't even spawn the grunts?
Exactly.
I like that.
Okay.
I just mostly don't want the activation when we're still near the brood thing.
Wow.
And like,
Did you lose a health?
I did.
I don't understand the flavor of losing a health here.
I assume it's me like sacrificing myself for Carl. Like I stopped the bugs with my dwarf body.
Through your body.
Yes.
I don't know, man. You play the game. You tell me.
I just noticed
It's
that
because it's emotional pain. That's why.
I don't know how all this
berserker.
plays. This is not going to play on camera at all. So the rock and stone cards all have the same art.
Yeah.
Bosco, the like drone that you use in solo and in the video game,
It's a
it's
top
on here
hat.
and it has a top hat on, which is
funny.
hilarious
Very
because the
silly.
video game has all sorts of like cosmetic unlockables and stuff, and so that's something you might actually do in the video game, but very funny to see it in
Love
the art
it.
here.
That was Brandon's turn, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Kyle, show us how it's done.
I pickaxe. For Carl.
There we go.
Pickaxe
All right.
twice.
And I'm gonna hit this guy.
So we get a gold, and then you roll a die.
Oh yeah, there was a loot bug there.
Yep.
Nice.
So roll the loot die.
Here you go.
Where's she at?
Nitra.
Nitra and a gold then.
Nice. Solid.
We
All
could
right.
just spam supply pods now,
Yep.
Hell yeah.
which is something that you can do in the game, in the video game too, and it's
where
fun.
I'm gonna move.
Just get that pickaxe, and then we're...
Yeah, you're getting that last Morkite?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You
He's
have line of
within
sight.
range.
You definitely have line of sight, too.
Oh, you're sniping bugs?
Yeah, I'm just gonna take a
Yeah.
shot at the bug. Why not?
Because
Okay.
my
Free
sentry's
action.
only going to take 1 shot.
Oh, it's a free action, right? It does cost ammo,
Yeah.
but yeah.
He's got
I
tons
got
of ammo.
plenty of
That's
that.
why I use the pod.
Nice.
Boom. Dead.
Now pick that X.
I shall pick an axe. White die, please.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
Oh my
Hey,
god,
Crunchers.
dude.
Wow, for a dwarf, you suck at mining.
Okay.
No,
Event.
I'm no driller. They're closing in. Increase the swarm sweat by 1. If this did not trigger a swarm, activate all
I
characters.
hate it.
Ooh, okay. So this one will activate first, trying to move up to the gun and getting shot.
Get shot.
And getting
Wrecked.
MVP.
Yeah, that thing's
then
freaking awesome.
1 ammo to kill 3 bugs.
Yeah, it's huge.
All right, this is the most direct way towards the dwarf. So these ones will move 1, 2, 3.
That's
1,
fine.
2, 3.
Yep.
That's it. That's not. Oh wait, no. The spitball infect or the what is
So,
it? The
yeah.
nexus
Five
swarm?
dice?
The brood nexus
Brood
rolls
nexus,
2
yeah.
attack die.
2 attack die.
And on exclamations, I believe, it spawns a dude. Yep. Two black die, exclamations spawn a grunt. Nothing.
2 blanks.
Yeah.
All right.
That's ideal. Yeah, that
Okay.
thing sucks.
I'm going to start by grenade launching with the HE grenades towards these grunts. Give me that red die,
Oh, that's
please.
Mm.
Spend an ammo. Got it.
Boom.
Splat. That's 1. Then I am going to go 1, 2, 3. Man. Did we decide about like going around corners? Do I have line of sight to this? Like if you go along the edges, do I have line of sight to this?
We said no when it was the bug,
I'm
so I
just-
think we've got to be
I'm just
consistent.
checking. Yeah, that's just fine.
didn't
Then
we
I'm
say
gonna
yes?
go. No, we said no
we said
because
no.
like you should feel like you can hide behind the wall. Is what we said.
Yeah.
So then I'm just gonna move twice. 1, 2, 3. Because I want if you're like getting stuck on timing, I want to be able to build a platform. Oh, you don't need platforms. Ignore that.
Yeah. You don't have to do
Of all the
platforms,
people
man.
who needs platforms, man, I think I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 so that I'm ready, and also I have good line of sight to shoot lots of dudes. No?
So
Oh, we want the sentry to be taking hits.
it would be fine. What happens as soon as the objective is completed, so as soon as Kyle gets his last Morkite, the drop pod drops, but what's actually happening is it's falling from above.
So I shouldn't do that.
So you don't want to be where it is. What actually happens is it kills any bugs that are in these spaces, and dwarves like have to move off. They dive out of the way.
Got it.
But
So I won't do that. I'll just go here where I have
Yeah.
good line of sight on lots of stuff. Great. Give me that event. Rapid Spitballer growth.
Uh-oh.
Use a Spitballer on an empty ground space 1 to 3 spaces from the drop pod.
Ooh.
Any empty ground space.
So, like here?
Yeah, exactly.
It's got pretty shitty line of sight.
Yes, and it's in line of sight.
It does have line of sight to me.
All other creatures activate,
I'm healthy.
which is just the Brood Nexus. So roll 2 black die for the Brood Nexus.
All right.
Nothing.
Nothing.
The damage symbol doesn't do anything from it?
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
All it does is spawn grunts.
Awesome. Then my turn.
Yeah.
And I am mostly just doing crowd control while Kyle finally mines.
Please
So
do your job.
why don't I just... I don't really want to be on the drop pod
Get
space
that
either.
spitballer.
I guess I have line of sight here, right? So
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just going to flamethrow it. How's its resistances look?
Doesn't matter for your flamethrower.
And what's its health?
It's 5 health.
Okay.
Resistant to green and red die and white die. Green, red, and white. And it can't be stunned. But so maybe freeze.
I can freeze it though. Yeah. So I'm gonna start by firing my Bulldog Heavy Revolver
Which
at
has
it,
good
my
odds of
secondary.
freezing.
Yeah.
That's
Did
a
you
good one
also
to have
roll a
with-
green die?
Yeah, because of your plus green.
You do. It's gonna resist it.
But it will freeze.
It freezes regardless. Yeah, that's
Well,
that's
on
not,
hit, right? It freezes on hit, or does it freeze every time?
This just says freezes target. I'm actually not sure.
Okay. Well,
It would make sense.
Feels like it needs to
intuitively, it
hit.
feels like it would need to hit. Yeah. Is there a blank on the blue die? Yeah, there's
is,
one
yeah.
blank. Okay. Okay.
well, you got it.
So-
So 1 damage, and it's frozen.
1 damage to it. This is the first time I think that we've actually had to track their damage. That's what
Yep.
the green cubes are for. So 1 damage, and it's frozen. And so frozen stuns it for its next turn, and until that goes away, it doubles its damage. So
Flamethrower,
that's
that
fantastic.
frozen guy.
Yeah, so
thematically a little confusing.
Let's melt it.
Let's melt it.
Yeah, and it is thematically a little confusing in the video game, and that's totally how it works.
Love
is that
it.
you can freeze something and then flamethrow it, and it does way
work.
more damage.
Yep.
So let's go. Only
Doubles, though.
only
Four
1
damage.
die, but 2 damage on it. So I'll assign that here, double it to 4, and kill
Splat.
the spitball infector.
Damn.
Does this have a rock and stone card when I kill it?
Feels like it should.
Great question. Yes.
All right, so I'm gonna get
Because
one.
you're so excited.
It's called Leave No Dwarf Behind. Okay,
Love it.
might be useful for
I
getting.
was gonna say,
Get
I
that
feel
event.
like I'm gonna get left behind. So
My event is they're closing in. Increase the Thorn Sweat
Sweat.
by 1, and then
My
No beer.
goodness. That scared the rocks off of me.
this is what I was
I
giving
have
to you.
my heart's pounding.
I know. You don't. We're gonna just.
Even though it's empty, I don't
empty.
think I don't
There's
think
not
you
even a
should
can
have
in
that.
there.
Yeah. Okay, so
nice piece.
yeah, so it just it's gonna activate a swarm as follows. Praetorian.
Ooh.
It actually
Big
said
boy.
it said the
Oh, no.
was
I don't
there.
like it.
Praetorians are these giant
I don't like it.
things. Place it at exit 1 facing the nearest target, which would be
Yes.
you. I think it's got to face basically a side of this. So I think this is more facing you,
Yes.
Kyle.
And it's also
So,
scarier for me. And
Praetorians are big armored bugs. I think that they move in melee attack. Correct me if I'm wrong. But-
Well protected, sticks out at the rear, attacking from behind, ignores its resistance, and when
Yeah.
it moves, it faces the direction.
Yeah, so the reason the way it's facing matters is that its butt is its weak point. It's the same in the
makes sense.
video game, and
Sure.
so it has tons of resistances that if you're
And-
standing kind of behind it, based on where it's
Yes.
facing, you can ignore its resistance.
And when it moves, it always faces the direction it moves, and on exclamation points, it does 2 damage instead of 1.
Oh, okay, so it can dish out.
But it does not
is it
move
melee?
an attack. It does not move an attack.
And
Oh,
it's-
it's range 2, short range.
Oh, okay.
it's got long arms.
That takes 6 damage to kill it. So let's just get out of here. Kyle, please
Yeah,
just
get
do your
that
job.
damn Morkite.
What is
Does
your
that do that?
plan?
We do activate all creatures. So
God.
let's roll for the Nexus. Just damage symbols,
That's
which don't
nothing.
do anything.
And
And then
Praetorian
what's the
moves
speed?
3.
1, 2, 3.
Yep, that's it. Okay, Kyle, do your job. White die.
What are you holding your hand out for?
Die me.
Come on!
1.
Do I have to come over there? All right,
I got it.
God.
finally. Okay, so we have all the Morkite. The drop pod drops, which basically just means flip this back over, but if there were any bugs on it, they would be squished.
And you get 1 more action.
And it's now our objective to just get back onto these spaces. It does not matter that we're standing on the ones labeled for our classes.
So basically, we just need to get back to Kyle's turn. On his turn, he can
He
get to the
can get
exit.
there, as long as we spend our turns getting there too.
Yeah, sure.
Another important and cool thing about the drop pod, you can't be damaged while you're on it.
Oh, sure.
When you're on it, the bugs can't get you, but you can shoot out the doors at them.
That
It's
checks out.
very fun.
Yeah. Okay.
I think in reference to when you knocked over your cups as I screamed. Such a nice table. Thank you.
It is a nice table.
It's a nice mug, too.
It is. It's
And now Ian,
thematic.
Ian's watching. Kyle, now you get an event.
I think we
Sure
should give
do.
Ian an event.
Ian,
All right, Ian, this is
for
your
you.
event. Sweet spot. Aww. The walls around you are covered in gold and red sugar.
Oh.
Will you take the time to gather some? So if not prone, I can roll a mining die. For each pickaxe symbol rolled, either gain 2 health or 1 gold. Then increase swarm threat by 1. Nah.
Ooh.
No, not worth it. We don't need gold. You're at 4
I'm
health.
at 4 health. I'm
Yeah,
good.
I think we
Agreed.
skip.
Okay, so you're just declining the opportunity, and that's the whole event.
That's the whole event. Sweet. Thanks, Ian.
Christian.
Man, I guess I'm gonna come here, doot, and I'm gonna just start working on that brood nexus.
Yeah, why not?
He is not immune to grenades, so I'm just gonna start blasting. I'm gonna blast him with grenades.
They're blasting.
Yeah, I'm just gonna blast him. So give me that red die. I'm gonna attack him twice and just start building damage on him.
Then I started blasting.
1. He can't move.
Oh, you can't move it, so
So I
it's so
do-
scaring it does nothing.
I do 1
Yeah.
damage to him. He takes 5.
And you just used 2 ammo there?
I just used 2 ammo. I'm out of ammo.
Oh boy.
That's fine. It's
All
not
right.
gonna be my turn again.
Hopefully.
1 damage on the Nexus.
And give me that event. I think we're doing pretty good here. More grunts. Place a grunt at 2 and 3. Everything activates.
A grunt? Okay. So 2, 3,
So now this guy needs to go this way.
and now...
He moves 3. 1, 2, 3.
Ooh, and can
Third.
attack the sentry gun.
Sentry.
Oh,
yeah.
no, they move or attack, right? He doesn't
But
have
the
an
sentry
attack.
The sentry attacks him.
Oh, yeah.
He is resistant to bullets, I think.
Oh, well, then it's probably not going to matter here.
Yeah, I don't think it matters, but I'm rolling it for theme. He
It
whiffs.
also misses.
Yeah, great. Okay.
And we activate this grunt is going to move 1, 2, 3.
This one moves 3 as well.
Yeah.
And then do the double black die for our nexus.
Really, it's fine because you missed. Really, the grunt should have activated first. And so the sentry should have attacked the
He
grunt.
does
That makes
spawn
sense.
1 grunt.
Oh,
Okay,
man.
that's a good catch.
Where does it go? Just in the adjacent,
Adjacent.
spaces?
Anywhere
okay, we'll just
adjacent.
put it it's like over here.
Okay. Brandon, you're up.
I think I will move on to the drop
Yeah.
pod.
Yeah. Just
Seems
make sure
like
the
the right
nearest
call.
one is open. So we're
Yeah,
just safe
I'm
from the
gonna move
Praetorian
1.
in here?
We are.
That's cool.
I'm gonna move over to here so that I've got a nice shot of the Nexus. Can try to freeze flame it and just,
Yeah, make
just
that
kill it.
make
So,
that move.
Freeze flame it.
Yeah, I will use a secondary bullet to fire my revolver at it. It's gonna be a blue and a green since it's upgraded. That'll hit it. Is it resistant to the bullet?
It is resistant to the bullets, but not to the blue. So it takes 1 damage.
Okay, so it takes 1 damage and is frozen.
Nice.
Now you can do your combo.
Now I
Combo.
can do it.
That's a pretty
now
good
I'm
combo.
Gonna use it is a pretty good combo. Now I'm gonna use the flamethrower bullet to try to melt it. Oh
Wow.
yeah,
10
that was
damage?
5
10
damage.
double.
Or I rolled 5. Sadly, I can't also assign one here because it's not in line of sight of me. But I do.
When it dies, however, grunts might emerge from it. So
Oh, how does that work?
it says
It says
when
roll
it
2
dies,
dice again?
roll 2 dice again.
Okay.
Grunts appear from its corpse.
On what?
Ooh,
Those?
on exclamation points. Yeah.
So 1 there, and 1 adjacent.
You're welcome, team.
Yeah.
You did it.
I converted the relatively harmless big monster into
a bunch of
harmful
scary
small
little
ones. Yeah.
and now you get an event.
Oh, good.
Let's see if it screws us.
Stuck.
Ew.
Your boot. This flavorfully doesn't really make sense since I'm in the drop pod, but your boot gets stuck between some hard, jagged rocks.
It came through the drop pod.
Lose 1 health to yank your foot out, or take your time to carefully release your foot from the rock trap and become stunned. Either
Doesn't
way,
matter.
increase swarm track.
Form trap.
I'm gonna go ahead and take the damage. I don't want to be stunned.
Yeah.
I gotta.
But it doesn't matter because Kyle, what can you do on your turn?
Yeah. What are you gonna do, Kyle?
Well, I have a grappling hook, so I can ignore all enemies and just go 1, 2, 3, 4 into
And we're
this.
We did it. We win.
Hell yeah.
Rock and stone.
Rock and
Rock and
stone.
stone.
Rock and
brothers.
stone. Yeah.
So that was mission 2, which seems to be like some of them might do things to make like harder monsters spawn more often and stuff, but this one had all the rules. Whereas the first one didn't have weapon upgrades or anything.
The big thing to me is it felt like this was very evenly distributed objectives, right? The objective was we knew where everything was more or less. It was
Yeah.
go get everything. There wasn't that much like risk-reward calculus of where we go. It's just go to the next thing that you haven't picked up yet, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's like, as Brandon said in the beginning, like moving together is a lot safer because
Yep.
you can distribute the enemy.
And I will say, we were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 activations from the end. So we were about like 3/5 of the way through the threat track.
Yeah.
yeah.
And no, I guess kind of got down to 1 hit point once. Other than that, we were pretty safe. We were pretty good on time. Although the kind of like a pandemic or something, the swarms happen more often on the back half of the track.
Right, yeah. And also, of course, we were lucky that the Praetorian didn't show up until
the
drop pod was there.
Right.
The drop pod had not arrived yet. That would have become a threat very quickly.
And the Praetorian is not the biggest monster.
God,
There's
too
the
big.
Oppressor,
yeah.
which is similar to a Praetorian, and it also has a lot of resistances, but if you attack it from the back, you ignore them. The reason that I put 2 standees on it is because it occupies 2 hexes.
Oh, that's fun.
It's big enough that it takes up 2 spaces.
Does it do the rock smash attack thing?
I have not read the text of what it does, so I don't know. We could find out.
Do you want me to spoil it?
Yes.
When moving, count it from its front part. As it moves, it follows the shortest straight path, crashing through and destroying stalagmites, grunts, and cave walls.
It grunts too? Oh, that's fun.
Any minerals contained to drop to the floor. If it ends its movement next to a target, it does a free
Wait, sorry,
attack.
cave walls. Oh, so
So
like if someone
drills.
was like here, it would just bust through this wall to get them. Oh,
Yes.
that's cool.
It's actually far more like, what was that, like the ghost monster that sometimes was on the, do you remember what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it's a ghost version of like the giant exploder.
Yeah. Well, no, it's like a giant oppressor, but it like can drill through the walls.
Yeah.
And there's also a warden, the Glyphid warden.
Those guys suck. They
Who's
buff
got
everyone,
the
right?
pink butt.
Yeah. In the video game, like they buff all the bugs around them.
Love it.
That's
good.
That was fun.
I like the drilling. I like making the map. I like changing maps. Anytime the game's like the map changes while
I
you play
agree.
it.
The way the map looks like pretty substantially different than it started, and you can see the tunnels we drilled and
There's
stuff
a
like.
story.
I think that was a huge kind of win.
Yeah.
In capturing the essence of the video game, which is it's an algorithmically generated map, but then it requires through a combination of you have to do it to get to places, and you might want to for strategies for like, oh, we want to be able to get up to this platform before we activate a boss and fight it. You definitely terraform the map quite a bit in the video game, and I felt like this reflected it really well.
So I have to say something that usually I feel like I gauge abilities pretty well. I totally miscalculated the driller's ability. I'm like, it just doesn't seem that good. Like they end movement, like that doesn't feel like the spirit. But after taking many actions to move one space and then a second action to whiff on pickaxing, one action to move into a space of the mineral seems great.
I thought every single character-specific action, when I heard it described, I was like, that's kind of boring and not great. And then in action, all of them were cool.
They're all very
The
good.
sentry gun was incredible. I thought that sucked,
Yeah.
and that it was actually super, super clutch.
Yeah.
Obviously, your move and free attack was incredibly clutch.
So good.
And the drill, as you just said, was surprisingly powerful and interesting.
Yeah, I would say that your platform gun was maybe the least interesting. It would have been.
Well,
it would have been
the least interesting.
Yeah, it would have been more obviously better. You do? Which one?
The flare gun, which I never used.
Oh, you never did use the flare gun. Yeah.
That would be useful against if like the Praetorian came out early.
Yeah, we weren't in really tough combat.
Focus fire for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I never felt like it. And it's only adjacent enemies. Is that how it works?
Yes. So you really have to set up.
Yeah, I think you throw it like within line of sight. And
No,
then,
it's anywhere on the unlimited range. Yeah, anywhere in line of sight.
yeah, and then enemies on its space or adjacent to its space.
Okay.
Take. I think
No
it's
rerolls.
You get a reroll against them.
So I guess it might be really good for setting up like my grenade launcher, which only rolls 1 die. Right?
Yeah.
Being able to re-roll that to hit a whole swarm could be good. I do agree that one feels like very situational, and like if you just draw a bad event card, suddenly your flare's not doing anything.
Yeah, I think that's why like the other two are very good.
Yeah, but you did the scout things. You crossed the pits. You ran off on your own.
I know. It was very.
You ran
scouty.
ahead to get the various minerals we could not
Well,
get.
and that was the other thing.
You very nearly got yourself killed.
Yeah,
like
scout.
that's
Classic scout.
Yeah.
But like what I actually thought about is if like so I was here at the end there. If I wasn't the scout and your event had activated bugs, these bugs would have closed the exit. So if I wasn't the scout, I wouldn't have been able to go over them. So I was like, oh, the scout is huge on this escape right now.
Having you be the last one returning is
that would have been
good.
actually like really bad had it not
That's
been
cool.
me.
I didn't think about that either.
Thematic.
That's a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it.
And difficulty level, I feel like I would probably go up to.
I was just gonna say, how immediately go up to the next
I don't know how. I assume that also because I think there's 14 missions in the book.
They probably get more challenging.
I would assume that they get a little more challenging inherently.
14, that's pretty good.
Yeah, and then you can run them as a campaign where things like your health and ammo carry over from mission to mission.
And
feels a little
weapon
half-baked.
It's a little half-baked, but it's actually, and they call it a deep dive campaign. It's a lot like the deep dives in the video game, which is a sequence of 3 missions, essentially, where your stats carry over, but there's not that much else uniting them. Yeah. So, again, it feels kind of true to the video game in that way, even though it's maybe a little half-assed in both.
Yes. They got that from the game. It's just very,
yeah. But I feel like the upgrading weapons is like do your weapon upgrades stay too?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
Because if you're playing as many as... And I think the rules are really loose. You could theoretically play missions 1 through 14 all as one campaign, but if you want to just be like, hey, we're going to follow the campaign deep dive rules and play missions 6 through 8 today, like, that also works.
That makes sense.
And, but either way, I feel like, you probably not keep... I would have to double check the rules, but
it doesn't make sense. We saw so many upgrades.
Your weapons would just get super upgraded, and then
not have slots.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah,
I'm excited
to
see so this is what is this mission
2.
type?
Oh yeah.
This is the Morkite one has a name. I don't remember.
Is it just mining expedition?
Yeah, mining expedition.
In the video game.
So I'm excited to see what other ones like there's
what's
ones
mission
that are
3 called?
Mission 3 is called The Great Unknown. It's challenge level experience.
Ooh.
Yeah, the one we played was novice. Yeah, let me see what other challenge levels they have here. Veteran and experience. Okay, so actually they all have a label saying that they're more difficult than what we just did. All of them from here forward.
Okay.
So we just finished the second tutorial, which is
that makes sense.
Yep. That one's to get Morkite and fossils. The next one is alien eggs, which there's. Ooh, I don't want to refer to multiple rule books right now, but alien eggs, they're objectives that you have to use the pickaxe to get, like the loot bugs, but also they either increase the swarm track every time you get one, or they draw extra cards. I can't remember exactly what they do, but they cause more chaos as you gather them.
I like that.
Which is like what it does.
Which is true to the video game. Yeah.
You're disrupting the nest. They're pissed.
We're the bad guys.
We're the bad guys.
Yep. There's and then there's somewhere you have to. Okay, so on a tile that you have to tunnel to, there just is a Praetorian at initial setup, and one of your objectives is to kill it.
That's fun.
So
that's cool.
That's like the what's it called? Like the big hunting mission.
Elimination is the name of those missions in the video game. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, I like it.
I dig it.
I think it's cool.
It feels true to the game for you two.
Yeah,
and I like this enough that I wish because I backed this on Kickstarter at the very base level. That's part of why I have the standees. I stand by that. I don't need
I don't buy that.
That's good. I don't feel the need to, especially because I don't spend time really painting minis, even though I like the idea of doing it. I own paints. I never devote the time to it.
Sure.
I don't think I would probably paint all the bugs, and so I'm fine with having standees and not having a second box of plastic figures that I have to find room for on my shelves. But there was also like one expansion that adds a few new bug types. That now I kind of wish I had that.
Yeah,
now that I know that I like the game, so maybe I'll see whether they make that available or whether it's on eBay or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, see if I can obtain that.
Yeah, no, it's a good idea.
And maybe we'll come back and do one more game of this on video. I don't think that the internet needs to see us play 14 games of it, but
I disagree.
Maybe we'll skip ahead to mission
right now.
Yeah. All right, let's go. Deep dive. No, maybe we'll run mission 11 or something. Do one much further to try that later. But I don't think that'll be right now. I think now that's a video.
Yeah.
Great.
So thank you guys both for coming over and playing games with me.
Thank you for letting me.
Always appreciate you.
Yeah.
And thank you for watching. One more time, if you enjoyed this and would click that like button, that subscribe button, the comment button. Yeah. Type some things into the box.
That's called a keyboard. It's got a bunch of buttons.
Press the keyboard.
Yeah,
press the keyboard buttons.
If you do any of those things, that tells
some sort of sequence.
That tells YouTube that we're the types of people that people respond to, and then it shows us some more. I don't know. Anyway, that's the best way to help us grow. We don't have a Patreon or anything. We're just having fun playing games and want people to have fun with us. So that would be great.
Come have fun with me.
Okay. Weird. I don't like it.
Nope. Oh man, can we say anything else to not end on that note?
It's your channel. Don't you have a catchphrase?
Yeah, does that count? All right. Till next time, be optimal.
You ruined it, Kyle.
I did it.
God damn you, Kyle.